Stop trying to act so cool.
Alchiche cheered. X10. I hate it here.
Good morning. What up? What it do? What it is? Welcome to our Apothecary Fine Gaming Sports here at twitch.tv/HeavyCure and youtube.com/Kirago. What up? What it do? What it is? Welcome. Final Fantasy 11. Ugh. We have a late start today, so we have a liquid breakfast, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling here. Do you have updates? We're done with merits. We are done with merits. Attributes are finished. HP and MP, combat skills. So we're off to the races now. I did encounter a problem last night while I was doing stuff around the house. went to King Rampier's tomb and discovered that we have an interesting problem. And maybe Crucent or any other 11 knowledgeable people can help solve it. Otherwise, we're going to be in this unity for the shortest amount of time. The issue I ran into, our new unity leader, Naja Selahim, cannot hit bats in King Rampier's tomb to save her life. Which makes her useless. That's not good. I went there yesterday. I killed like 3 bats. I think she weapon skilled once. So that's a problem. And it's been a problem for years, I imagine. I'll demonstrate right now what we're dealing with. I used every possible support I could to increase her accuracy. Like I said, the higher level mob, the more useless they become. So I was thinking damage-wise. I wasn't thinking like full-blown accuracy. Because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of why we got her. We got her because she weapon skills every 2 seconds. But if she can't hit enemies, then she can't weapon skill, and then there's no reason to have her at all. Which is sad. So we do have to find a new replacement for her until at least they buff how trust work. Because that's no bueno. So yeah, we're just gonna run down here real quick, kill a bat or 2, and then we have to finish Wings of the Goddess. We have one thing to do. I have to look at Blue Garter Wiki. There's an easy solution to your problem. You need to change Sylvie. That's what I'm thinking now, because if there's going to be accuracy issues across the board, it seems like she's the only solution. I'll go look at the list again, but I'm pretty sure she's the only solution, because Ayame wouldn't help either. Because I imagine Ayame would have the same accuracy issue. She was the only other Unity Concord leader that we were trying to explore. So it's just upsetting, because it's one of those situations where it's like Alchiche says it's because like I want to be a snowflake, but it's more just like I want to try other things in the game first. I don't mind using the best thing, but I wanted to see, like, I wanted to explore, you know what I mean? I wanted to learn more. And I learned. And I think Naja is incredible, but if she can't hit mobs, then higher level the mobs, the better support trust get. Well, I mean, better by relation, because the other ones become useless. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's all relative. Yeah, it's the heavy care of finding things out. Yeah. I like to try things. But I acknowledge what's good. I'm not in denial about it. But Invincible Shield killed it for all of plot. We thought he was incredible. Naja Selahim, if she had accuracy, would be an incredible trust. But we're running into problems now where we're starting to outgrow them. And actually, we probably don't even need the tank. When Cameron runs with you in Tekken 8, I haven't played that game in a very long time, I'll be real with you. So, I don't know. I think one of the last times was I went to EVO. I feel like I can just grab one of these guys here, right? Yeah, sorry, it'd be like that. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I don't ever feel like playing it. So it's not as good as it could be. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I'm not like a hater. I'm just like, I just stopped playing one day and I've never cared to try again. And then Harada left Tekken. So I'm like, well, we're good. Does that mean I need to pick up Fatal Fury? I also quit that game because that game is not very good. That one I think is just not very good. I think Tekken 8's fine. Fatal Fury is not very good. I don't like games that penalize you for blocking. I think that's ridiculous. Yeah, so right now, not playing any fighting games. Just playing RPGs. Waiting for something cool to happen. The only thing remotely competitive that I put time into these days, other than Teamfight Tactics, is Marvel Rivals. And even then, I don't really play that often anymore either. So, look at Naja here. Look at Naja miss. Look at her attack with max haste and miss every attack. Not good. Yeah, this is basically the problem that I was talking about. I don't think there's a solution to it unless I was playing a support job. Which I don't have. I have Paladin, Warrior, and Dragoon, so I think very short-lived period of time in Naja's Unity Concord. Oh, you know what else I decided? I figured out what my ultimate weapon's gonna be in this game. I decided on what endgame the Latencia weapon will be. Which I think I must have known at some point, but then I was looking it up yesterday and I was like, what are the ultimate weapons? And it's gotta be the prime one, right? That's where I'm going. So I'm gonna do Gungnir first. Have that be like my holdover. And then I gotta work my way up to a prime weapon. Because the Wyvern level 3 is what sold me. Need to clear Seekers, ROV, the Resurgence. Oh yeah, we're doing all that. We're gonna work on Gungnir. I gotta figure out where I left off on that. And then after that, we will do all of the content, all the things, but me sharing this is basically just me being like, I know what the future looks like. And it looks like a Dragoon's Collar +2 and a Prime Weapon and a Drakey ring. I need levels for my dragon. The very long investment? Oh yeah, I'm ready. I saw that it would take a minimum of 5 months, I think, is what it said. That's why we're gonna build the relic first. Five months with a geared group? I can make friends. I'm charming. I have charisma. I don't afraid of anything. More like a year or two solo. Oh no. We'll make buddies. All right, how can I improve my accuracy because Naja still hasn't hit shit? I need Koru Moru. Do dancers help? We almost killed this single bat. Because Koromoru should cast Distract, right? Do dancers help? Do I need to drop the bards for dancers? How do I lower accuracy or evasion? My bards are doing some accuracy. I don't think Kultada does any. I know Koromoru distracts, but I don't know if that's worth it, or if it's better to have like the dancer. Doesn't dancer have like a evasion down thing? Isn't that their whole deal? What's it called? Yeah, lethargic days. Quick step. Removes 8 evasion, which is not a lot. But, I mean, I could try this. And then let's do story. Because my issue is that Koryu's trying to heal me, and I don't want that to happen. I haven't seen him cast Distract yet. So, like, he's not even doing what I want him to do. Although I was looking at it, and I was thinking, like, maybe I skip the relic weapon. And I just get a Trish Shula or whatever, the ultimate skill chain one. And I do that instead, but I don't even know, like, where that comes from. The Gungnir just has, like, sentimental value for being a relic weapon from my childhood. So that's why I'm like, oh, I need that. Not just Seraphim still hasn't hit this damn thing. I haven't seen her use a weapon skill at all. That's pretty upsetting. Just vote her out. Is there any combination of trust that will help her actually hit the damn thing? Before I do that? Because Koru's not using Distract. Just the ones that you're using? Yeah, my only other option is to put a dancer in the party. So I'll try that next. Because I'm just really sad that I don't get a skill chain partner. I'm just like, oh, that sucks. And they're doing Ballad instead of Minuet, so it's like, Joaquin sucks. Not a fan. Yeah, I just think it's over. Like, our training wheels are officially done. So once we finish this guy, let's take a look at the list. And then, I don't know if I have enough Unity points to switch over again. Maybe, maybe not. I have 7k. Because the other problem too is I don't think the dancer can even hit them up. So I don't think we're getting any value out of her. So yeah, that's our new problem today. After we kill this bat, we'll go figure out Unity stuff, and then we'll probably have to hop on over to do story, Wings of the Goddess. Figure out where we left off. My Wyvern also isn't hitting them, which is also a problem, so... I gotta fix that, too. That's a bigger deal to me than the truss. I need my dragon to be able to hit shit. But yeah, don't like Joaquin. Unhappy with the current state of trusts, including the Unity ones. But at least we can hit stuff, so that's good. Like, there could be bigger problems. Alright, let me get a new tab going. Okay. Aldo, Thief Ninja, no. Aparuru, you said no. I also probably don't need the healing, to be honest. But she's one of my goats, so I'll keep her in mind. Melee, 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 melee. I don't like the prince. Sylvie's gonna be the best one. Yorin Orin is what my brother has. I don't need him. I have King Hearts. So damage taken 25, regain 50. We'll change the spells based on asset requirements. The main job of the player. Does not melee or cast spells on enemies. She uses not, which restores her MP. I don't know what Entrust is. +1 ambush should be at the beginning mobs and gates. Gotcha, thank you. Yeah, this was just basically a see where we're at kind of thing. We're just gauging ourselves. But that's good. That's good info. I'm about to finish Wings of the Goddess now. Yeah, I don't have Adeline. I will, though. We're working on it. We're getting there. I just finished Merits. It'll take us, like, a little bit to get through. Like, we only have one fight in Wings to do. Then we catch up with ROV for Wings stuff. We'll probably skip Abyssia, go straight to Adeline for now, and then do Abyssia after. Because the other thing I need from Abyssia is Empyrean armor, right? Charming Silver and Trust. This just seems like she's the best, right? Because I can use her and whenever Cordelia's in. And when Cornelia's not here, like she's here. Okay. Well, that was easy. That was easy. All right, let's figure out. Oh, I need that window, but I don't need it to be on stream. All right, let's see what we're doing with Wings of the Goddess. Missions. Where am I at? Lest we forget. So there's 3 things to do after this. Or 2 things to do after this one. Let me see where we're at. This is for the Moonshade earrings. But I already have the Moonshade earrings. So I'm not on, like, lest we forget is I am done, is what I'm understanding. Yeah, because getting this earring is the last thing. You are done with the goddess. That's right. So I'm doing the post-game stuff. I'm doing Champion of Dawn. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Enter a Walk of Echoes for a cutscene. I think I did that. Find 3 remnants of latent energy from the following locations. Breath of Dawn. This is a temporary key item. I got all 3. Take these 3 items to Walk of Echoes through Grauberg S. Okay. Don't I need to get... I gotta go to the stock first to get whatever sanction or whatever it's called. And because we're doing plot, I can put on the actual music of the game. Probably a good idea. But I have to pee real quick. That's a bigger deal. So I'll be right back. Yeah, I know things. I'm just yeah. Yeah. We're getting back into it. I pretty much stopped in Abyssia and then I'm back in the swing of things, so we're just trying things out. Hold on. So, like, the cool thing is, I know how everything works. I just don't know how anything works. You understand? Yeah, no, this is still, like, the best game. I played off and on after they started updating things back in like 2018, but this is like I was waiting for so the whole lore is I was waiting for my brother to finally get back on the game with me, and that was a process of trying to convince him. And then when I finally got him to agree, now he's back, now we're both back, and we're doing the thing, and we're giving it a full college effort. So that's the scoop. What up? Okay. I'm doing things out of order. I need to go find the books. We need to go to Broberg S. I need to get my cheat sheet up. But yeah, so the thing I was doing is I finished meriting, and now we are finishing plot, which is importante. Where am I going? F8 or F5. Can I just go straight west, or do you have to loop around? Also, while I'm here, I gotta kill something with Nausea to... Well, do I have to re-summon Trust inside? That's why Nausea's not great. He's out of here anyway. When we get back to the stock proper, we can switch out not plot. This is plot. It's a side quest of MSQ. It's not like... It's plot. And I get like, if I do this and then the thing after it, I get the little set Trust. Which, you know, she's probably useless at this point in the game. But don't you want everything? You already got the sexy earring? The moonshade? Yeah. Unless there's a different sexy earring. Alright, I need the F5. They're gonna make me go around. I know they are. I'm gonna go over here. It's gonna be like, hey, you can't go up here. And I'm gonna be sad. Because I feel like I've done this before. Yeah? Okay, so I'll just loop around now. Let me verify. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. So says the fight is trivial at 99, so I should be able to just blow through this and then start the next thing. And then the next thing is Forbidden Reunion. Which might be harder because the enemy has access to Doom. So I have to go get Holy Waters. And then once that's done, we go do ROV. I think. I might have to do like more. What I'm going to try to avoid is I don't think I care about doing the Windurst or the Sandorian plots unless I already did. I feel like I already did. I think I did everything. But it was a few years ago. I know I did Bastok to completion. But I probably didn't do the Windy or the Windurst one because I don't have the trust for him. But we'll probably wait on that too. I gotta wait for trust to get buffed, and then I can go back and get all the trusts, I think. I'll just have to treat them like they're outdated gear. So that's fine. But yeah, so I do this fight. I do some other stuff to do a fight with Lilset, where I fight alongside her. And then I do ROV up to Wings. And then what do I need to do inside Abyssia? I need to get more of these things, the Lancers stuff. Kirsten talked about it at length. He says I need the Empyrean armor. And I think I only have the headpiece. Okay. We also need to finish Seekers to upgrade it. Okay. Won't be able to do any until you finish Seekers. Okay, so do Seekers first and then Abyssia. Or can I just do Abyssia, get all the things for it, and then continue on? Like, get all the base equipment. Well, you can upgrade it to 109, but 119 needs fights and seekers. Okay, so I can do it in order. Alright, let me turn off the tunes. Get the in-game sound going. Now that's what I call music. We can do some BSNMs for eye seals. Eye seal. Like these? Cool. Alright, so I think I just go to this door. Dilatensia, I can finally communicate like before. You're the best. I forgot how I promised to be of use to you. Serve you well. Yes, forgot. Failed to remember. But I can help you. No, not in the way you might hope. Our world has rules too. Ways of doing things. Must abide properly. Rules which go beyond the world of man, encompass the entirety of all the universes and dimensions. Don't ask me why, I didn't make them, I just play by them. Or have you forgotten all you have learned? Had your memories consumed? Let us then wake them up with a spar, a contest of claws. Unless, of course, you'd rather not. Pain isn't my forte, and when it comes to love and peace, I'm quite content. Very happy indeed. I'll let you decide what's best. I'll return these to you. If you have need of me, just use them and I'll come bounding to your side. Curiosity may have killed the Kate, but indecision is what'll finish you. If you decide to use them, they'll be gone forever, whether you triumph or fail, so you have to start from square one, make a fresh beginning. Imagine what a pain it would be to slink around all those places again. Don't worry your tail off. Now that I'm as good as new, one place should be enough. More than sufficient. I'll be here grooming myself whenever you're ready to go. Good to go. Okay, so I fight the cat now. What do I need to know about this? Rewards are a pact with Kate Sith and 75 stuff. So I'll just get the pact with Kate Sith. Unless they only give me Gil, in which case I'll get the Gil. Although there is a while sleeping ring, which I'll never remember to macro. So I'll just take the Gil. That you stand before my gates, Sinstress, can only mean one thing. You are ready to fight me, tooth and claw. Don't expect me to paw around. Come, give it your all. Okay. It says that it's super trivial, but I'm still gonna prepare. Alright, let's do it. It is super trivial. Like, super duper trivial. Okay. What more to expect from the champion of the dawn? I know, all the Katesis will lend you our strength, all of our capabilities. There may be a limit to what I can do for you, but speak, say your piece. What is it you desire? I can't do that. Something well beyond my powers, physically and magically impossible. Besides, her departure was her own wish. In the end, when I think of how she was prepared to, no, I can't. But surely you don't require a thorough explanation, a total rundown. One of the goddess's wings is too clever for that. Okay. I don't think we'll ever be on Summoner, but in case we do, it's already done. Contract is complete, signed and sealed. I'll fight by your side as long as you draw breath. What's wrong? I can't stand long speeches. Did you expect something special? Oh, hush. It's all part of the parcel of the deal. Don't worry, I haven't deceived you, led you astray. That's it. Show's over. Go with Altana as team champion of the dawn. Okay. I must make like a tear and dry up, disappear. Do you remember those words? My soliloquy? There's no sense of hiding the truth for you, so I'll let it all out. Come clean. What remains of me here is but a fragment. That's right. I'm a simple ghost, an apparition. I cannot tell whether I shall be permitted to stay or if I shall fade. But I shan't give up for so long as you have need of me. Now, if you're done kidding around, I've got work to do. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is not. What a fur-raising proposition. Incredibly frightful. Well, I'll do what I can. Great. Well, that's done. What's the next part? Forbidden Reunion. Okay. He didn't leave Walk of Echoes, leave and come back. Okay, so this should be a different cutscene now. Should be a Forbidden Reunion. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, where's my cutscene? There it is. Ziltensi, I knew you'd come back. Return to me. Things have gotten a bit hairy since you were last here. I helped you before, so now it's your turn to lend me your aid. Listen to my plight. You've always been such a good friend, a friendly do-gooder, so pure of heart, in fact, that I'm sure you can hear her calling out. Close your eyes and open your ears. Can hear, please. Altana, Forbidden Dark Knight, Kindred. So, can you hear her calling out to you, asking you things? Only when you can feel her hard spirit will you be able to fully comprehend, wholly understand. Please help her. Lilith, grand fight, dark future, we gave it our all. We tried to stop the kindred. And one false step would have spelled ends. I tried, but the Carver's Maw I sealed, they opened it. You see, Lilith is fighting tooth and claw in her world, leading the just against the profane, the ones who wish to harm our world. Their raids on Shadow Kindred strongholds have sowed chaos and prevented the sinister forces from making further inroads. But now they've set their beady little eyes on something bigger, the Tomos. They want their footholds to turn into utter domination, and are trying to use the Walk of Echoes to return to the past, our past. Lady Lilith is a magnanimous maiden compared to them, and they leave no hope in their wake. Everything shrouded in despair. Please, need your help once more. I hope my voice can reach. Is it Zilartensia? What up, girl? Hear me, Zilartensia waiting for... You really did, Zilartensia. She could hear you, understand what you said. Spoken like a true champion of the dawn. The time's come to quit catting around and tell you what's going on. Everything Lilith said was true, fully verified. She ventured to the dark future and sealed their cavernous maws, which are being forced open by the Shadow Kindred. They haven't found the trump card, though, the entrance to the past here in the Walk of Echoes. Lilith has trapped those few who've stumbled close, but there's limits to what she can do on her own. Not to say that I didn't help, lend a hand, but everything's happened so quickly. It takes all my strength to frazzle the gates that connect this world to that one. The arena within is burgeoning with demons and threats to burst, explode into bits. They even poke their heads out a bit. But they realized they couldn't come barreling through the entrance like a crazed goobo. Perhaps they're smarter than I thought. But I can't sit here wringing our hands while Lilith is holding them back in that arena. You'd be proud of how strong she become, despite the circumstances. It'll be meeting all Vana'Diel, remember. I'll take the plunge and tell her you're right behind me, which I assume you will be. You hate this story? Why? It's like Lion adjacent, like Lion made a big sacrifice and then they brought her back. Yo, what up, girl? Zilartensia, is it really? Never would I have thought to seen you again in either world. I can see I'm not the only one who's been doing some training. So, what do you think? I don't know what kind of response I expected. But let's leave that aside. I've been doing all I can over here, not just for me, but for Lilith. Yet it's not enough. One of the Dark Kindred's generals eked out a strange power beyond the void. Remember, Zilartensia, how we try to go back in time and alter the course of history? His goal is one and the same. I never thought he could succeed, but underestimating the enemy only sowed the seeds for our own defeat. It's all my fault. Had I only been more vigilant. But thanks to Kate Sith that we barely managed to seal him inside. But his power, Zilartensia, it's real. Even worse, it's something I can't handle on my own. I can only keep him sealed in so long before he inevitably breaks free. Please, lend me your aid one last time. We've got to vanquish him before the past is rewritten. Alright, Future Fabulous back in action. That's right. That's our name. We have a team name. I shouldn't be so peppy when the future of my world's on the line. If we're to see this through, we must remain 100% focused. Take a look. This is the key that'll open the rift for us. Kate says we'll prepare another one if things turn sour, so return the arena entrance if you need to be transported again. I couldn't be more ready. Let me show you what I'm made of. Come on. Well, I didn't grab holy waters, but we're just going to do it. I don't know which one I was supposed to kill first, but YOLO. He's going in. Well, it's slightly harder than the Keitsa fight, but not by much. Lilith starts casting Tornado too. I just saw that. I'm sorry. Is that a thing that she can do? Because she has Lilith's powers now or something? Is that what's going on? I wasn't aware of that. What do you suppose? Cavernous Maw? But can we call it that if it's so tiny? I had a feeling this would be the case. Feline intuition. Ability to open Cavernous Maw doesn't depend on mere strength or potency. It's the key. The key? That thing? It's a Tomos in his most fetal form. That's the best approximation I can describe. Atomos, the restorer of time, sometimes gives birth to these abnormalities. They're like little babes cooing toward the darkness. That explains it then. The Dark Kindred abomination must have gotten its claws on it. Precisely, beyond doubt, it fused the demon's corporeal form and opened up an entrance. A sobering truth, indeed. Luckily for us, we managed to separate it. We can't just leave it sitting here like an apple falling from a tree. Someone will find it, and then... Therefore, Zillertensia, I nominate you to squish it. Poof. Poof? No, we can't let it fall in the wrong hands, but do you think that's wise? And now I have the power to walk across dimensions, I guess. Champion of the Dawn, son of Altana. Your desires come to me like ancient memories, and they are who I am. Zillertensia? Zillertensia! Hey! Wake up! He's absorbed a bit of Atomo's being. Normally that would be cause for concern, but Zillertensia appear to be in perfect health. With him inside, you'll be able to call forth his powers to aid you. Normally a pact is required for an avatar to bond, but this was a special case. An anomaly. It's been since Defu days when we started this quest? Yeah, it is. Normally a pact is required for an avatar to bond, but this is a special case, anomaly. Treat that newfound power like you would a helpless child. Well, if Kate says it's safe, well, he's always been on our side. But I'm afraid, Zillertensia, this is where we part. The dark future is expectedly bleak, but I'll be able to press on knowing that you're always by my side. Or even turn out to end in happiness, but next time I might not be so lucky. My sworn duty is to prevent something like this from ever happening again. Oh, is that so? Are you sure you don't want to engineer another excuse to see each other again? Heh, you should know better than that. The first time the door closed, I thought it was over forever. But our heartfelt goodbyes and tear-jerking... what is soliloquies? Holy Soliloquies. Soliloquy, there you go. I've just never fucking read that word before. Soliloquy, got it. An act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by yourself, regardless of anyone hearing you, especially by a character in a play. So it's what my mom does all the time. Just talks to herself endlessly and no one's paying attention. Still, most be fighting to bring light to where none has shown before. Zillertensia, goodbye. Why, her speeches are enough to make even me blush, turn red as a beet. For her to leave this behind means she trusts you above all else. Or do I sense something more? She could have just given it to yourself, but that would have been unbecoming, wouldn't she say? Of course, that'd been from making her a similar one of you. Or did I stick my paws in too far this time? No matter the physical distance between you, always serve as the goddess's wings, your heart and thoughts united as one. Never forget that, ever. Alright. Mission accomplished. That is the conclusion entirely of Wings of the Goddess. We did everything. Pretty much. The only thing we could possibly do is change nations and go back and do trusts, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go back to Bastok. We're going to switch our unity. We're going to summon Liliset, and then we're going to start looking toward the next content, which I think is Abyssia. Void Watch? What do you mean Void Watch? Isn't Void Watch Abyssia? Oh. Okay. They're separate things. But isn't it like tied to Abyssia? I thought it was the same. Like Void Watch isn't plot, but it's part of Abyssia, right? Alright, so then I talked to Homeboy. I've already changed unities. Please wait until the next period. So I have to change unities next week. Void Watch has its own quest line, and you have to kill NMs in a tiered order. Okay. Oh, while I'm here, let me see if I can buy holy waters. I don't have any. I don't have access to it yet. What up? Happy Friday. We finished Wings of the Goddess. That just happened. We just saw Liliset again. We're getting her trust. I don't know what she does, but she's one of the goats, so. And she's one of our Dissidia representatives, which checks out. All right, let me see how we do this. Navigation. Missions. Oh yeah, Void Watch is different. But we gotta do Rhapsodies first, so let me not get ahead of myself. Um, just make sure you talk to a Void Watch guy and get a Void Stone so it starts accruing. What do you mean accruing? What's a Void Stone? Is that a currency? I have 2,144 Void Stones. Is that what you want? I don't know where that's from. Did I use the pop NMs? Okay. He gets banked every couple hours. Roger. Alright, where'd I leave off in Rhapsodies? Uncertain destinations. So it looks like I can complete chapter 2. Up until I get Rhapsodies of Fuchsia. Or I can just complete chapter 2 and then start the next thing. Because I don't think chapter 2 goes into Seekers. It does not. Uncertain destiny. Okay, I gotta go to Battalion Downs. Or Rollenberry. The Rhapsodies is the Iroha storyline, for those who are keeping score at home. She's from the future! I think the best way to do it, let's see here. Examine next to Cavernous Maws. I think the best way to do it is just go straight to Juno. Actually. Is the game music loud enough? I feel like without Winamp, I could probably turn it up a bit. Like right there. Does that work? Some jazzy chocobo music. Good to me? Alright, fantastic. And there's the book like right there, so that would have also worked. So I just have to examine a triple... Your chocobo is slow, bro? Yeah. We fed him Monster Energy drink when he was a baby. He has lots of problems. We did that together. Hello, Crow Bro. But gosh darn it, he's our chocobo. And he's killing it. So's Katra. Katra's also killing it. The vines covering the cover's maw shudder violently. Do we need to kill crap some more? No, I'm not capped out on Unity. And I'm about to spend Unity points next week to switch to the Sylvie Concord. So we're just going to be doing Rhapsodies until 3 o'clock, so we have like 40 minutes. Dillertensi, you have come, shown your face before me. Hi again. You can use copper vouchers by accolades. Alexandra's cry has reached my ears. I trust you remember that Atomos consumes all futures that are forbidden. And I'm sure the one question that must be pulling at your mind, bothering you to no end, is why is Atomos not feasting on your dark future as we speak? I too have pondered that very question. I will not play cat and mouse with you. That future is not a forbidden one. Oh, Alchicha, you might have missed it. At the start of the stream, we went to King Rampier's tomb and fought some bats, and Naja didn't land a single weapon skill because she didn't land a single attack. She never built TP. So, it's not going to work out. There's nothing that I can do with what Atomos so intricately connected to the laws of this world, so important to the way Vana'Diel plays out. Oh, that's not why you're here? I need a Roja to be accepted? What a perplexing conundrum. I'm quite lucky to have been protected by the goddess, but you, a great pair of white wings, has wrapped you in its embrace. Although I'm hard-pressed to say why, I haven't got a whiff of an idea. Trust fall off hard, though? That's not specifically her fault. No, I know, and I think that she's broken. I think that she's super fucking cool and awesome. But until trusts get rebalanced to compensate for the amount of accuracy they need, it seems like melee trusts and non-magic tanks are just gonna have issues forever. So we'll see. Probably need to farm somewhere else when you use Seekers. Yeah, when I do capacity points, I'll be teaming up with other players, and I'll be in better places. So it's no problem. Those without such a boon cannot traverse the boundaries of time. Why would you think there would be no means to save her? Just play in a party? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You should count your blessings that Phoenix felt the need to save her at all. Most would have been left by the wayside. Why that dour look? Don't tell me you're going to come muling some trite complaint. Of course you're upset. It's understandable. But don't mistake my honesty for callousness. Your story has shook me to the bone, sent a chill up my spine. I'm still letting it sink in. A force so mighty can charm even Siren, the very mistress of seduction. I'm positively at my rope, my wit's end. But there's still another option. Surely I don't need to tell you who Altana is. Never once have I been able to set eyes on her. But you. A day may yet come where you'll be able to see her in person. Become the most intimate of acquaintances. Because you and yours are children of the goddess. Wait, I have an idea. A flash of inspiration. Altana may be able to provide Aroha the succor she needs. And if she can set everything right, it makes my whiskers twitch. Her love is eternal and surpasses the very laws of our world. Of course, this leaves us the one small problem: how exactly to go about communing with her. However, I know a fabulous person who might have an answer. Lilith said. I'll see if I can bring her to you, but it'll take some time. See, the way we're doing this, in order, feels good for me, because everything makes sense now. You know what I mean? Like, doing plot, picking up ROV where we need to, doing plot. My brain accepts what's happening. Helps me keep track of what's going on. Never give up. Spread your wings and soar to the heavens. If all Wings of the Goddess missions are complete, examine the cutscene. Or examine the triple question mark again. I did the way you did. Those Seekers didn't seem to play a huge part in Rhapsodies. I mean, I've never even touched Seekers, so we'll find out. But everything else does. Yo, what up, girl? A first reunion was surprising enough, but a second? This isn't gonna be a happy one either, is it? What happened? Kate was running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I couldn't pluck the answers off of her. All I know is that it's got to be related to dreams I've been having. You've seen them too, haven't you? I knew I couldn't have been the only one. They shook me to the core. A blackness deeper than the starless night enveloped the world, and the screams of 1,000 souls pierced the air. I wanted to reach out to them, but instead of grasping their hands, I began to float upward, and my form bound by light. I became one with that self-same light, and the last thing I saw was your face. Your visage was even more noble than usual, and you had become a god. Huh? You had a different dream? What? That's an ill omen if I ever heard one. Could such terror truly be what the world has in store for us? That in my dreams, all that light was it just a fraud and I'm totally powerless? What kind of trickery is this? I need your help, Star Fox. You're right. Maybe we can come up with something if we put our heads together. I'm not sure exactly how to go about it, though. Hates said that our best bet may lie in meeting with Altana. Even if we're the wings of the goddess. Even if we are the wings of the goddess, that doesn't mean we have all the answers. We might have to rack our brains for this one. Oh, what is... Still Tensa, not only did I see the future, but also the past. Memories of the times we spent together, both warm and cold. A phantasmagoric kaleidoscope of images. Phantasmagoric kaleidoscope of images. You're absolutely sure I'm not dead? Something awful's happened. Not good at all. Kateseth, what's wrong? Zillertensia, it's about that ambassador friend of yours. The person you've been looking for. He found his way here. How terrible must this foe be he's managed to make his way to this world. Zillertensia, I need you to make haste. Move like the wind. That orb you carry, the light erased all my doubts and fears. I'm ready for whatever may come to pass. Together we have the strength to conquer the darkness. The bonds tying you to Talon have strengthened and enabled you to experience all the memories of Wings of the Goddess. Woohoo! Okay, what's next? Okay. If you have at least completed Wings of the Goddess Mission 45, enter a Walk of Echoes from Braberg. But isn't that where I am right now? Isn't this the same entrance? Am I tripping? This is the same door. You took so long getting here that I figured you'd gotten swallowed whole, gobbled up in one fell swoop. Which, by the way, is what's about to happen anyway. I don't understand what... It's a Tomos. It's multiplying and replicating itself. Hut hut! Don't think I'm oblivious to what's going on here, and I am utterly without clue. You're trying to wrest Tomos' powers for your own nefarious ends. Kateseth, look out! The future is for us to decide, not you. Even if there's some things we could change, we still love this world. Yes, some crosses are difficult to bear and we lash out at things we find unjust. But our future is supposed to be bright and full of laughter, not racked with despair. Nothing can stop us from protecting all that Vana'Diel can be. Nothing. I shall change this world. But without the power of darkness, I cannot. Atomos, now! Devour him! Darkness. Weird. Okay. Okay, he turned into a whale. Dilatensia, look out! Oh no, Dilatensia got sucked in! Off camera! Don't worry, never fear. If anyone can come out unscathed, it's him. You foul creature, masked madman, I'll fight you tooth and claw. Wait, so what happened to me? I got swallowed by a whale? I thought he was the whale. He summoned a whale. He fully coolied a whale out of his head. Got it. I know what's happening. Yo, what up? Oh shit. Did you get rid of my TP by hitting me? That's not okay. There's a second whale within the whale. I'm under the impression that, like, he brought me here and then decided to fight me. I don't know. I know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I beat the hell as well. Or whatever this thing is. Some might say you wailed on him. I did. Alright, I'm getting a cutscene, so I'm assuming I'm doing the right thing. Dilatensia, I can't believe it. He got away, fled for the hills. Had a whale of a time. He absorbed Otomo's power and skedaddled out of here before either of us could stop him. After my impassioned speech, too. Oh, I can be so scatterbrained. But I made my bed, so I've got to lie in it. But that masked man, this ambassador of the void, I get the sense that he's holding back. If he was able to bring Otomos to his knees, then he could obliterate us to snap his fingers, but he didn't. Dilatensia, have you been declawed or something? Lost all your gumption? With Otomos weakened, your bright future is not but dust scattered before the wind. Then we've no hope? Before he was completely drained, he gobbled it all up. I saw with these two eyes. And you call yourself a savior of Vana'Diel, protector of the realm. Did you actually want to save the future, or did you want to take credit for it? Hey now, Kate Sith, come off it. For someone complaining so loudly, your hands are quite warm from hiding under your posterior. Got him. But it seems to admit that there's a kernel of truth in that. What do we do now? There's still the idea of meeting Altana, but how does one go about finding a goddess? Perhaps your Fanny Roja can provide us with the answers. We're gonna go meet God. The galactic ley line. After all, she's the one who bid you to absorb light into your orb. She thinks that there's still some light left to gather. then the future may not be as doom and gloom as Kate Sith thinks. You think I'm full of bluster and bravado? Then let me show you what I'm made of. Demonstrate all I can do. You do that for us. My whiskers can tell your fortune better than any old bones. And right now, they're telling me that your best chance to meet a Roja is to head back to Norg. And that's all you got for your whiskers? If that's what you say, then I'll choose to believe you, I suppose. Best course of action is for us to split up. I've been charged with protecting Lilith's world, so I can't stay here for long. But just like that orb, I'll always be there by your side. Never forget that. Be safe, Zillartensia. Zillartensia and Starwind! And Hawking! Oh no, I forgot to tell them. For someone who came from the future, his form here was quite solid, wholly unwielding. I have a feeling that he and his other masked companions exist in this timeline as well. And then there's something else I saw for a brief moment, laid my eyes on for a fleeting instant. The eyes never lie, but it can't be. So I'm going to Norg. That's what I understand. Alright, and we can trade in Lilith's other trust now. What did you put on the earring? The Moonshade? A few years ago, we put on magic accuracy and TP bonus. I think the magic accuracy was because we were gonna level Bard. And yeah. We have since decided not to do that. We have decided to drop our White Mage and Bard aspirations and do Paladin Warrior Dragoon. So that we could keep our gear selection really focused. Also, my brother is playing Paladin Red Mage Blue, so it just kind of worked out better. Although Red Mage Bard together is kind of nuts, but he can really support me in all his endeavors. I don't want to set my home point here. I want to go to Norg. Travel. Rise of Zillard. Norg. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to Gilgamesh and Lion, I think. Does Lion hang out here? Where does she hang out? Boy, Zillertensia really got an act for showing up when people are thinking about you. Remember how we're talking about a new vortex in Misery Coast? Iroha's been spotted around there every couple of days. And you didn't know, did you? The two of you last parted ways over Odd Ergen, right? Figured she must have met up with you once she was feeling better, but for whatever reason, she decided to strike out on her own. You must have had a big falling out. What do you mean? You're jealous of her. Well, best for me not to get in the middle. Now that you know where she's been spotted, you best head there too. Knowing Tenzin, he's probably in a tizzy and gone to the coast also. Truth be told, I can't imagine what it'd be like to die once, let alone over and over. Youth is always so brash. Hopefully the three of you can come and overcome the trials that are to come. So they want me to go to what? The coast? To go to Ruan? Let's see here. Examine the sparkling triple question mark next to it. There she is. She's meriting. Master. Good to see you again. It is. Seeing you well does my heart good. Do not be concerned with my health. I have made a bit of a recovery. I must let you know that I chanced upon Cyrod once more. She told me something that perhaps you already know. Your presence here brings naught but chaos to this world. She also curiously explained that this was the case for herself as well. But her situation is a trifle different, for her incarnation already exists in this time. If the two were to join, a small semblance of order would return, perhaps causing one of the rifts to close. And compared to that, my existence is an affront to all nature. Did not mean to trouble you so. Master, your orb has been blessed with even more power than before, has it not? What a comforting glow. I have heard of such a phenomenon, but to witness it up close, I am deeply moved by you and all you have accomplished to get this far. Many and more have supported you in your adventures throughout Vana'Diel. This time, I can sense the presence of another who featured prominently in tales of your adventures, Lilithset. And you have been assaulted by the ambassador once more. You bested him? Master, your strength is boundless. I fought his whale. But he got away. We are no closer to the truth than we were before. And there are others following in his stead? Please share me the story from the very beginning and spare no detail. He was wielding Excalibur? But how? But only those who exist. But only one of those exists in this world. How could he possibly? Unless. Why would he single you out for an assault? Master, I require further training at once. Will you show me all I need to know? Of course, I understand your hesitation. I shall wait for you to come to a decision. Master, have you settled on which type of training am I to undergo? I always say endurance. Oh, hold on. Yeah, magic accuracy is +4 and TP bonus. The magic accuracy, I think, was for Bard. Obtain the food Aurora asked for, return to Triple Mark Miser Coast, and trade the food to it. Spicy crackers? I can do that. Dial? As long as I can get these things, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna say endurance. It's kind of my whole deal as a Dragoon. My fragile constitution has long dogged me. I quite understand why you desire to build up my resistance, and I will respect your decision. And you would like to bring me a small gift to boost my spirits? Your generous soul sparkles throughout the ages. Whilst undergoing training, my mother often opined about the benefits of serving Zaru Soba and its ability to mend all wounds. One serving Zaru Soba should be more than sufficient to see me reach my goal. So I have to go back to Port Pastock, grab food, come back. Questing. Yeah, I also, after I got 99 on Warrior and Paladin, I threw away all of my gear. I think I did that off stream. So I got rid of all of my non-Paladin White Mage, or Paladin Warrior Dragoon stuff, and everything that was like sub-level 99, which includes all of my Bard and White Mage gear. So, like, we're fully committed to what we're doing now. And for those keeping track of the lore, I was a Bard and White Mage back in the day. And obviously Dragoon. In fact, I stopped playing White Mage to heal as Dragoon. And I was mostly just Bard all the time. Which is like one of the sickest jobs in this game. Or at least used to be. Tactics and 11 have the best bards in like any Final Fantasy game. It's not close. Oh, I have to trade it to the thing. Gotcha. Alright, we gotta build your max HP. Here you go, girl. Master, this is wonderful. I anxiously await learning under your steady hand and unyielding gaze. I pledge to give it my all. using all means available to me. Pretty cool. Being a Dragoon makes this more interesting to me because she's also using a polearm. I imagine if I was like a black mage, this would be really funny looking. But it does put a strain on the stomach. Master, let me share a rice bowl. Training montage? I mean, this is my star pupil. Everything I learned from Prish, I taught her. Because Prish is like Master Genkai. There was something on your chin. Forgive me, I reverted to my old ways before we met. It is a curse from my mother's upbringing. She always said that healthy eating was the key to lustrous black hair. And when we first met, you complimented me how well it matched my features. Of course, that is not something I could hope for you to remember. But I was young then, and each day seemed a year long, yet your praise had stuck with me ever since. Thanks to your kind words, I have taken care of it as my pride and joy. Nice. You really value your hair, it really is quite stunning. And your mother? You've already met her, but I'll leave that as a secret for now. This reminds me. Is Ayame her mom? The ambassador told you he wishes to change the future, did he not? Why would he need to muster the forces of darkness to do so? I cannot make heads or tails of it. The ambassador told you he wishes to change the future, did he not? Why would he need to muster the forces of darkness to do so? He wants the future to be enshrouded. He wants the future to be pitch black. He wants darkness to come faster. I have him the foggiest. He wants to be shrouded. In other words, he wants to make the future much like my own. But then how would change come into play? Master, the time has come for you to clash with the ambassador. As you are eminently aware, I am able to return to this world owing to the blessing of Phoenix and that power alone. Yet such an act is wholly forbidden. And there are limits to even that which as grand a power as Phoenix can achieve. Phoenix grows ever weaker each time I am brought back to life. It is selfish of me to use it endlessly, for in reality it is something that you are supposed to rely on when faced with oblivion. You are concerned with how I'm feeling after being revived countless times? Any pain I may feel is a tiny prick compared to what I have suffered in my future. When I think back to how alone I was before coming here, my heart feels like it will burst. And deep inside, I'm the one weak person adrift upon the sea. Further, I have arrived in a time a bit earlier than I had intended. Despite this, despite all my failings, Phoenix has seen fit to rescue me time and again. I am but a stain on all I hold dear. That's why I must be there in the final conflict against the ambassador. And if I should falter due to my own unpreparedness, then it shall be no one's fault but my own. I refuse to be a burden any longer. You have striven so hard to fill the orb I gave you with light, and I know that you'll be prepared for the final struggle. Stay level-headed. Master, do not make light of my steadfast determination to protect all I hold dear. We can succeed with Altana's help. The goddess Altana? I had not expected such a divine proposal. You do not have to display such concern for me. After all, my presence here only serves as an affront to nature. Yet there is a certain logic. Perhaps she would be able to provide us with the guidance we so desperately seek. If anyone would know how to meet with Altana, it would be the ancients. You have a most queer look on your face, Master. On several occasions, you told me about your encounters with them. Or perhaps will tell me would be a better phrase. Stories about Camelot and Eldenark. We gotta go talk to Bildarian. Those who ruled over Juno were a different race than any of us. Their status as grand ancestors of this world may provide us with clues. Ah, but I know. Those two have passed on. No, I speak of asking advice of the Kulu. Cardinal Mildarian? But we cannot simply drop in without making the proper preparations. We should seek advice from our allies in Nord. I think we can just go talk to Mildarian, and if not, we have to go to Altepa. Or not Altepa, the jungle. The other island. But really, we should just be able to talk to Mildarian. So now I'm really curious who Iroha's mom is. And I have like one chief hunch. But we'll see. Yar, Iroha's already given me the skinny. So you're off to meet the ancients, huh? Then I'm about to tell you is the same as before. You gotta go to the temple of... Can I just go talk to Mildarian? Ain't too far, and if you gotta been there once, it shouldn't be a problem to make it the trek again. Sir Gilgamesh, I fear we know little and less about the temple of which you speak. It's a bit to the east, beyond Yatunga Jungle, deep in the innermost recesses of Yarra Jungle. Surely you'll want a few of my best men to go with you. Wouldn't have you get lost. That would be a boon. Master, let us rendezvous at the temple. I relish the opportunity to meet with the Kulu. Alright, that's the end of today. We'll have to pick it up on Monday. We're back in plot, which feels good. So yeah. I have to go to work tonight. And this weekend I'll be super busy. But had a good time. Things went well. We fully merited. We learned that our Unity Trust is not going to work out long term. Made a lot of jumps. We finished Wings of the Goddess, and now we're working on Rhapsodies again. So we've been killing it. So Monday, we should make more progress through Rhapsodies until we're caught up with Wings of the Goddess stuff. And yeah, we'll just keep it going. Peace out, people.
僕たちは生きるほどになくしてく少しずつ信じてる光求め歩き出す君と今深い森の奥に今もきっと置き去りにした心隠してるよ動機のリズムを知ればもう一度飛べるだろう僕たちはさまよ